And Koloff already has our huge crowd upset with his antics in the ring. Of course, out on the outside, there's Brickhouse Brown. Gene Ligon will start for their team. And with the World Tag Team belts being around the waist now of Wahoo McDaniels and Mark Youngblood, I'm sure Gary Hart is trying to put together a combination out of his stable that will threaten the World Tag Team Champions. And here he has Ivan Koloff and Don Kernoodle together. Koloff, a very rough, tough individual, and a fine move by Gene Ligon upset the plans of Ivan Koloff. On the outside of the ring is Don Kernoodle, and they'll make a potent team against Brickhouse Brown and Gene Ligon. And Bull picks up another fine move by Ligon. Oh, just a 1 count, and Koloff gets out of the ring, and there's Gary Hart, the manager of Kernoodle and Koloff, along with Bob Orton, Big Cat Ernie Ladd, and the great Kabuki. He surrounded himself with a lot of protection. Oh, there's the first mistake of the match as Kernoodle, a little too quick for Gene Ligon, and turns the tide of battle. And just little mistakes like that, and Worldwide Wrestling can change the whole tide of the match. Power slam by Don Kernoodle, great amateur at Elon College, and now a great professional wrestler already, 2 times World Tag Team Champion. And here's Brickhouse Brown, and here is a man in that ring that has really matured and come a long way in the last 3 or 4 months, and he will take the fight to him. He staggers Kernoodle with that elbow. Kernoodle's knees buckled on that one. Brickhouse Brown really making a name for himself in the ranks of professional wrestling. A fine-looking specimen of an athlete. And look how he hoists up Don Kernoodle in that power slam. Goes in for a lateral press. Fine NWA official Tommy Young right on the action. He got a 2 count on Kernoodle. And now here's Ligon in, rammed into the knee of the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff. Former Mid-Atlantic champion, just lost that belt to Angelo Mosca Jr., and he is hot after Angelo Mosca Jr. Little double teaming now by the team of Koloff and Kernoodle as they turn it on. That elbow really caught Ligon coming full off the ropes, and I think Gary Hart at this time would be a well-pleased man. The crowd trying to urge on Gene Ligon right now, but Kernoodle and Koloff, they know they got him in a bad way. And they're trying to put the finishing touches. Oh, Koloff missed an elbow. By Ligon. Just a 1. You won't beat Ivan Koloff that easy. The Russian Bear, a big, rugged individual. Here's Brickhouse Brown now, back in that ring. And there you see our young fans enjoying wrestling, and Brickhouse has been improving every time out. Each man stalking each other right now, trying to figure out, and then you can just see those cogwheels rolling around, which man can come out with a right maneuver that will change the tide of battle. And right now the upper hand goes to Koloff. And when he has the upper hand, he is at his most dangerous. There's Hart, watching from the outside by the ring post, intent, and I'm sure very pleased right now. As Kernoodle, could be a mistake by Kernoodle. He let him get away from that corner, but he attacks Gene Ligon coming through the ropes. Oh, and they slug him out, exchange blows. Drop kick back, Ligon, look at our fans, they enjoy that. Ligon taking the fight to Kernoodle, high in the air with a backdrop. He went about 6 feet in the air. But Kernoodle able to get to that tag, and that's what means so much in tag team wrestling. That fresh man changes the tide of battle. Brickhouse Brown now through the rope, but runs right into Ivan Koloff. using all of his offensive weapons in this arsenal. Koloff now the recipient of a headbutt, several punches. Full body slam by Brickhouse Brown. Our crowd enjoying the onslaught by Brickhouse Brown right now. Koloff changes that maneuver with a knee to the midsection. Gene Ligon coming in. Tempo still at a tremendous pace. Koloff has stopped Ligon. And here's a fresh man now, the Pirate of the Carolinas, as he calls himself, Don Kernoodle. Oh, vicious clothesline, and that sent oohs and ahs throughout this studio. And that's going to be it for Gene Ligon, Don Kernoodle, and Ivan Koloff, the winner. Tremendous move by Kernoodle at the end. Here we'll see it one more time. There you see Paul